Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how to make the X stand, a complete suspension training platform which also doubles as a punching bag stand. Okay, first you'll need two of these beams, these timbers. The width I've got here is 3.5 inches by 1.5 inches. So make sure you get sturdy ones, don't get flimsy thin ones. Get the sturdiest you can afford to buy. The height or the length of the timbers needs to be about twice your own height. So I'm 6 foot, so these are 12 feet long. Now you'll also need a set of straps and some carabiners and some handles. For the straps, I recommend you get yourself something like this, which is an 8-piece tie-down set, and they've got 4-piece cam buckle tie-down sets, that's these, and then there's also 4-piece ratchet tie-down sets. So the ratchet tie-downs, I use those for the anchorage, to anchor it to a tree. Now for your handles, I'm using these sort of Velcro type straps which come with its own carabiner. They're about $8 you'll find in the hardware store, and these are ideal. All I've done is simply taken a PVC pipe at about 8 inches, 1.5 inch diameter or so, about 1 inch diameter, and I've basically threaded the strap through the pipe. So that's my handles. Fairly simple to make. The bottom of your beams, you want to connect them using some rope. So tie it on this side and on the other side, and just use some ropes. It stops the beams from moving apart, shifting apart. If you're using it on a lawn like this, on dirt like this, I've got a piece of timber to show you that you've got to cut like a V shape so that it can wedge into the ground and it won't shift. It won't go any further in and it's not going to shift. So a V shape such as this. If you're using it on concrete, well, you'll need to cut the bottom to align with the concrete surface. Now I've lowered the stand so I can show you how to tie the two beams together. You want to ensure that the ends of the beams, the tops of the beams, are separated at about shoulder width apart, so about 2 feet apart. Once you've got that, you want to tie them in the middle. So what you do is you drill a hole through both of the beams and then you thread some rope. So I'm using natural rope here, so you get some rope, preferably natural rope, because it doesn't stretch, and you want to thread it through like this. So say about 5 feet of rope, and you want to thread it through until you've got a loop coming out through the other side like that. So it'll go through the holes out the other side. You put a carabiner around that, and then you put a carabiner around this side, and then you basically just tie the rope around. That way, using rope, you've got a flexible connection between the two. You've got flexible, so you can actually fold it. So you can fold it and put it away, and that's the reason why I'm using rope. It's not gonna tear because I put the rope through the carabiners, so it can handle a fair amount of weight. And use natural rope so it doesn't stretch as much. Now for your straps, you'll need to do the same thing. You'll need to drill holes at the ends of your beams, and about 2 feet down from the intersection where you'll set up your adjustment of the straps. So essentially this strap is about 12 feet long, so it's got a buckle, a cam buckle at the end of it. So I've tied a loop next to the cam buckle and placed it onto the carabiner. So you've got this situation here, so it's feeding through, but at the cam buckle end I've created this sort of knot, a loop, so I can then attach that to the carabiner at the adjustment end, fed through the strap through the cam buckle, making sure that you're feeding it through the right way. So give it a tug, make sure it's not, if you do it the other way it won't work, and then it goes through the top carabiner here, and at the end you just simply tie a loop, a knot, a loop, and put your carabiner on that, and that's where you hang your handle. Now to anchor my set, I'm using two of these ratchet sets. So one's going towards the anchor point and one is going off towards the carabiner, and I can adjust the lengths of these so they're perfect. There were actually 4 in the set, so I've got 2 here that I'm using, and I'm simply looping it around the tree and then putting the hook onto the strap, so it just loops nicely around. So that's basically it. It's a very, very simple solution, and you've got yourself a nice suspension workout platform. It's also very easy to put away. It basically just folds away, and I can now take it away and put it away in the garage.